Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to share a little story about a good friend of mine. Well, technically my coworker, but honestly, she's more like my lunch buddy. You know that one person at work you just click with? That's Lee for me. Lee and I don't get to have lunch together every day, but about once a week, we head out for a bite and end up chatting about everything: work drama, random gossip, and sometimes deeper stuff, like family. Lee is from Guangdong, China, and she's the only child in her family. She also studied in the UK for a while, and I have to say, I love her British accent. It's especially funny when we're in meetings with our British coworker. She's literally the only one who gets his jokes. So the other day, we were having noodles, and she casually mentioned that she's taking her parents on a trip to Beijing. I was surprised because she just took them to Shanghai not too long ago, and she covered all the expenses. She told me it's her way of showing filial piety, or sulshan in Chinese. For those who might not be familiar with the term, filial piety is a big deal in Chinese culture. It's about honoring and taking care of your parents, making sure they're happy, and keeping family ties strong. And honestly, what Lee does for her parents is pretty inspiring. But then the conversation took a turn. Lee started talking about her mom's story, and that's where things got complicated. Unlike Lee, her mom has an older brother, and growing up, he was given all the love and attention. Even after getting married, Lee's mom kept trying to prove herself to her family, dedicating everything, her money, time, and energy to them, including her brother's son, Lee's cousin. Lee's family once ran a successful grocery store, and when she was little, life was good. But after coming back from the UK, she noticed something shocking. Her mom had no savings. All the money they made went to her brother and funding her nephew's wedding, which wasn't cheap. There was a house, a big dowry, and a hefty bride price involved, all covered by Lee's mom. I asked Lee how she felt about it. She just sighed and said, "My mom is stuck in the old ways, where sons are seen as more valuable than daughters." Even though she's a woman herself, she couldn't break free from that mindset. It wasn't just about repaying her parents. It was about proving her worth in a world that had always told her she was second place. That hit me hard. It made me realize how deep-rooted these beliefs are. The way we're raised, the things our parents value, shape us in ways we don't always notice. Lee's mom spent her whole life chasing approval, giving everything she had, but in the end, did she ever feel truly appreciated? And that brings us to a bigger question. How much do our parents shape the way we see ourselves and our worth? The values they pass down, consciously or not, can leave a lasting impact, influencing our choices, our confidence, and even the way we raise the next generation. The real challenge is recognizing these patterns and deciding what to carry forward and what to leave behind. At the end of the day, we all want to feel valued, loved, and respected. But sometimes we get caught up in proving ourselves to people who may never really see our worth. Maybe the key to happiness isn't just about giving, it's also about knowing when to set boundaries, when to prioritize ourselves, and when to redefine what family means to us. For anyone listening, if you've ever felt like you had to constantly prove yourself, whether to family, society, or even yourself, just remember, you are enough. Your worth isn't measured by how much you give, but by how much you love, including loving yourself. Thanks for tuning in. If this story resonated with you, share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. And as always, stay kind, stay curious, and keep chasing what truly matters.